Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm studying in the book of Ruth, and I'm reading this book from the Daily Grace Co. The book is called Ruth, Filled of Grace Bible Study. Also, please excuse my voice. I am still getting over an upper respiratory and ear infection. It has been lagging and dragging along, and it won't leave. So I apologize for my voice. I do want to read a little bit from this Bible study to you guys. I just found it very interesting. I'm on day 2 now, but this is from day 1. And it says, Ruth is a tiny book tucked into the Old Testament that would be easy to miss among other bigger and perhaps seemingly more important books. Though this small book of Ruth may be short in length, it bears significant weight in its message. There is a fascination with the book of Ruth. We love stories, and we identify and admire the character of this book, which draws many people in. It is interesting to note that the book of Ruth is the only Old Testament book named after a non-Israelite. It is also interesting to know that the book of Ruth was often read immediately after Proverbs 31 during the Jewish feasts. Many scholars believe that the description of the Proverbs 31 woman was a description of Ruth. Ruth was certainly highly regarded as a woman of virtue, and we would be wise to imitate her character. The book of Ruth is more than the story of a strong woman of virtue. Though it is that, it is a love story, but not just a love story of Ruth and Boaz. It is a love story of a God who is sovereignly and providentially laying each piece of the story of redemption into place. It is the story of God pursuing and redeeming his people. So the book of Ruth is not really about Ruth and Boaz. It is about God. We are left in awe, not of Ruth and Boaz, but of the God of Ruth and Boaz. The book of Ruth reminds us that God works supernaturally through the simple faith of ordinary people. The book is about God using even the most difficult circumstances for the good of his people. And if God could do that for Ruth, he can certainly do it for you. God's providential grace is the unseen character of the book of Ruth. Ruth reminds us that God is always at work behind the scenes, even when his hand is not plainly seen. The book of Ruth is a sweet glimpse at who God is and how he works. As we read of his sovereignty and faithfulness, we can hear him telling us that this is who he is and that we can trust him. Our sovereign Redeemer will be faithful to us. I also wanted to go over a little bit of how I do my Bible study. So what I do is I actually have a Bible that I will read at night typically, and it is the Clear Focus Bible. It's actually meant for people with ADHD and dyslexia, and I have come to realize that I probably have one or both of those. Also, I'm getting on up there in age, so my eyes are very tired at night, and it's harder for me to focus. So I read that Bible at night, and then the next morning or the next day during my lunch, or even the next evening sometimes, I will go in and read it again and highlight. And so that's what you see me doing at the beginning of this video, is I'm highlighting. And I like to use different colors because I like for it to be in the same color scheme, the whole book. But I also like for it to be colorful in a sense, so I like to keep it the same color. And then I highlight the verses that stand out to me the most, that mean something to me. And then I have several study Bibles, and I will go through and I will write down different like commentary or footnotes or anything like that that just stand out to me or mean something to me that are connected to those verses that I had highlighted before. And then, of course, I go in and I do my little decorating with my washi tape. I'm obsessed with my washi tape. And I have several scrapbook paper books that I use, and I will go in there and just add whatever kind of notes within the margins of the Bible, the scrapbook paper, and I just go at it. And I love my stickers, so I have like my flower stickers and then my leaf stickers and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I do when I do my Bible journaling. But this time I'm doing it a little bit different because I am using this Daily Grace Co. study Bible, or this Bible study book, the Ruth, Fields of Grace. So with this, what I did was, it said to go ahead and read the entire book of Ruth, which is only 4 chapters, so that it's not that long. So I went ahead and I read all the book, And then I went in and started to do the study. And while I was at it, I just went ahead and journaled the entire book in my Bible. So then what I plan to do is just write more notes as I'm doing this Bible study, because it is a 4-week Bible study. And since I'm only like on day 2 or 3, I will obviously have some more notes to write. And if I don't, then so be it. I'll just write the notes that are in this book that I got. So anyway, I will keep you posted and let you know what I think about it. So far, I'm loving it. And yeah, if you guys have never ordered from the Daily Grace Co., you definitely need to. They have the most beautiful Bible studies. I wanted to say thank you so much for spending time with me today. Everything you see in this video, and in all of my videos actually, are always linked in my link tree, which is linked in the description, and I do update it often. On this channel, I share Bible journaling, Bible study, and Bible hauls to encourage your walk with the Lord and give you fresh ideas for your own quiet time. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and join me for more creative, faith-filled content. Thank you again so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea how much it means to me. I hope that you guys have a great day, a blessed and happy day, and a wonderful Bible study, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.